I've been called a white supremacist by multiple teachers. How do I prove them wrong, and what do you have to say about that?
I didn't hear the background story, so I'm going to let Charlie answer this first. I didn't write the article.
Yeah, why don't you tell the audience the background of it, all the specifics.
So the school told me that I couldn't protest, or not protest, but petition on campus or protest, while their policies state that I can. And they just told me just not even to try to have a Turning Point USA chapter on campus. And they're just cowards and they don't want to hear anything. So freedom of speech isn't allowed on campus, really.
So I must be missing something. Where does the white supremacist thing come into all this?
Teachers, I've been told by multiple teachers that are conservative that teachers that are liberal have called me a white supremacist on campus.
So I'll start with this, and Candace said, love your wisdom on it. Here's the problem, is that it's impossible to, it's basically impossible to disprove an accusation, because in the sense of how are you supposed to prove how good of a person you are? As soon as it's guilty until proven innocent. And of course you're not that. But as soon as that's on you, you feel like you're on defense. And so instead, I believe the best way to possibly push back against it is not just say no, but throw it right back at them. Is say, no, you're the bigot for not wanting a Turning Point USA chapter at my college. You're the one that's afraid of other ideas. This will not stop until we return their force with some sort of a countermeasure. This idea that we can have this decent policy discussion, meanwhile they're calling you a KKK member, is insane to me. You're having a policy discussion, they're having a value discussion, right? We think they're wrong, they think you're a bad person. And until we start to actually push back against that, I don't think we're going to be able to get to a place where we're ever going to get anything meaningfully accomplished.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine that that's not a form of discrimination to say that one group of people is allowed to have their political beliefs represented and the other group isn't. And I'll tell you this, you get a lawyer to fire off one letter and you'll probably have your organization tomorrow. They don't like pressure, they just never get it from conservatives. Plain and simple.
It's been 2 weeks since a lawyer sent something to them, and they have yet to respond.
Yeah, well, they're going to respond eventually because that would be a demand, right?
Yeah, it's
a demand. The demands have time expirations before you're allowed to take legal action. They'll respond.
Yeah.
100% they'll respond because they have to. It's a university, like I said. They accept federal money, so they are beholden. You can't just discriminate against students.
They're private, but they do have federal money.
Oh, they're private.
But they take federal student loans. Candace is right.
Yeah. Private. There can be loopholes though for private, because if it's a private school, they
take
can
federal
say they
student
have
loans. Yeah, and remind me the college again.
Bethany College.
Yeah. So unless it's Hillsdale, they're getting federally subsidized student loans, and so. Hillsdale's a great school. They're one of the only ones that don't take those federally subsidized student loans. And the other thing is make more noise. Get more people involved. They don't like the attention. They don't.
They really don't. Universities hate attention. So I'm sorry I don't know more specifics about about your particular case, but I think the fact that your lawyer's already sent a demand means that you're doing the most that you can possibly do, and hopefully just asking this question will help amplify what happened.